You have to be impractical to make any kind of real discoveries in the artistic process, to reveal anything really new about the human soul. I'm not really interested in myself that much. I'm more of a lens that is hoping to find something that's bigger. My biggest inspirations have been learning about the cosmos or observing grain patterns in wood, finding out what we are within this greater context, a sort of superhuman organism, and it's very, very much alive, and we are just a tiny part of it. We can't understand the whole picture. I was born in Peru. My whole family were artists, and we grew up on the southwest coast of Florida on a little island, its own sort of paradise. I work in Beacon, New York, which is just north of New York City. I learned of Beacon actually after leaving art school, which I attended at Florida State University. And it was a great program, but it sort of left me feeling like there was more to learn about life than there was about art. I refer to the artistic process as digestion. If you're doing it right, it should be as thoughtless as digestion. So having a studio close to my home, I think, was really a turning point, reaching a deeper sort of theta wave, or whatever it is that we do when we go into that zone of creativity. In the studio, it's become a very subconscious process, both in my sketches and drawings. Some of those drawings will end up in three-dimensional form, and in that process I'll interrupt it or I'll sabotage it almost deliberately to create a scheduling crisis, but also create this laboratory here. It's Irrational Experiments. There's structure in that I have to produce objects that can be packaged and created and protected, and that they have a certain value. That's the discipline that I have to follow through with, and that I've learned to follow through with as a professional artist. Experimenting with materials has been really a lot of fun for me as well. Oftentimes the materials themselves will contribute a huge amount into the concept of the work. Combining materials like glass bead used for sandblasting, also mixing metal powders with different types of epoxies and different types of polyurethane resin to create different effects, and mixing the plasters in that causes a chemical reaction. Well, what happens to water when it's moving over dust, or these different things that reveal, I think, some of the mysteries of what we're trying to understand about existence. Wood is definitely one of the most challenging materials in that it has so many different things going on in any given square cubic inch of it. Wood definitely requires more submission on the part of the maker, because you can't be quite a dictator with that material. Part of what I like about slip casting is there's electricity involved, and there's gravity, and there's real physics at every step of the process. In more recent years I've been doing smoother figures that are more streamlined or eroded, actually, where whatever figure was there has now kind of been rubbed smooth or clean over time, as though exposed to some sort of element. Part of the discovery is both in the materials is both conceptual and aesthetic. So it's this kind of joint process of manifesting the work. For me, the satisfaction of making kind of completes the artistic process.